may know that years ago, New Hampshire towns had elected offices that are no longer necessary. 200 years ago, at town meeting, people voted for hog reeve. Back when people raised pigs, and pigs ruin fields and gardens if they get out of the pen, the hog reeve was the guy who went after the pigs. Later, when pigs were no longer a problem, voters would elect young men who were about to be married to the office of hog reeve. It was a joke. Over in Peterborough, they still elect a fence viewer. That job even comes with a badge. Fence viewers were people who saw that property owners kept their stone walls in shape. That job could be done in lieu of tax payments. The other day, I was reading the 1892 Hampton town history, ran across a couple local elected jobs that I didn't know existed. Woodward was one, spelled W-O-O-D, W-A-R-D, pronounced by the Yankees Woodard. The other elected post was herdsman. Seems that in the 1600s, the town of Hampton was covered with thick forests. First thing that many towns did was cut down all the trees to make fields and gardens and spaces for homes. But the original freemen who settled Hampton were more attuned to the natural cycles of nature, and they knew that citizens have an obligation to the future. It took a long time to grow a tree. And so in the 1630s, this town passed regulations about cutting trees on public land. And they appointed Philemon Dalton, William Eastow, and William Wakefield to a board of Woodards. Anybody who wanted to cut a tree on public land had to get permission from the Woodards. The other position was that of herdsman. That was created about the same time. And this was a time when there was public grazing land cattle and sheep would use. And every morning before winter came, the farmers of this town would drive their animals to the gate of the public land and turn their charges over to Moses Cox. He was a town employee who would graze the critters in the salt marsh. Then in the evening, Moses would drive the animals back to the gate where the owners would pick them up and drive them the rest of the way home. 7 days a week, by the way. But you see, it only took one person to care for everybody's livestock in town. Oh, and every fourth Sunday, a volunteer would take the job so that Moses could go to church.